As we all know, geese are a very aesthetical kind of bird. Today we are going to show you some of the most beautiful geese there are. Number 1. African goose. The African goose is the largest and most robust of the geese. It is characterized by its full body, long neck and thick orange or pink bill, while its legs are pink. Its plumage is brownish-gray with darker wings, head and neck, and lighter chest and belly with variable black spots, its lower tail being whitish. Its collar is slightly longitudinally striped. The feathers on its back and flanks have a whitish edge, and it has a white line on the upper thigh. Their coverts are slightly colored in contrast to the blackish flight feathers. Goose is the term for female geese. Male geese are called ganders. When geese are grouped on the ground or in water, they are called a gaggle, but when seen flying, they are called a skein. Number 2. American buff goose. The American goose is the most common of this species. This breed is named after its one-color variety, an apricot or fawn hue rather than beige. Their bill, legs and feet are reddish-orange, but their nails look more pinkish. Interesting fact, ducks and geese are some of the only domesticated poultry that can get along with humans. They will bond with the person who feeds them like a chick and will remain dedicated to that person as their parent for the rest of their life. Number 3. American tufted buff goose. The plumage of the American tufted buff goose is a soft fawn with a rich golden hue with no reddish tinge or fading to pale yellow. Its back is darker than the chest and sides, almost white on the abdomen. The tail feathers are beige and white. The feet, legs and beak are pinkish red instead of orange. The neck is of medium length, while the chest is wide and deep. The tuft consists of feathers only, not a knot like in the geese from China and Africa. The feathers behind the eyes raise, forming that pretty tuft. Another interesting fact we thought was worth mentioning is that geese are herbivores. Apart from nibbling on mealworms, their diets consist of fresh grass and other greenery. Number 4. Chinese goose. There are two color varieties of Chinese geese, brown and white. The original type is a deep reddish-brown color, accentuated by a dark reddish-brown neck stripe. In mature birds, the glossy black bill and knot are separated from the main head plumage by a narrow band of creamy white feathers. The legs are brownish-orange or dark orange, and the eyes are brown. The white variety has blue eyes, pure white plumage, and bright orange legs, knots, and beaks. While the white European breed's chicks are mainly gray with yellow trim, the down of the day-old white Chinese is bright canary yellow. Geese were used in the past as guarding pets thanks to their protective nature and loud voices. Geese guarded Juno's temple in ancient Rome, protected a Scottish brewery, and continue to serve as guardians for police stations in rural China. Number 5. Embden Goose. The Embden Goose is the tallest of all geese, reaching over 3.3 feet or 1 meter in height. Embden in the UK are usually a little shorter and stockier than those found on the continent. A female goose weighs around 20 pounds and ganders around 26 pounds. The head is oval-shaped. They have long, graceful necks and short tails, and the eyes are clear blue. Adults have a pure white plumage. Birds under a year of age may have some gray feathers, typically on the back or rump. The short bill is bright orange-white, a flesh-colored bean on the tip. The fairly short legs and feet are orange. Geese are excellent weeds, and during the early days of commercial farming, geese farmers rented flocks on cotton farms for a chemical-free weeding solution. Number 6. Pilgrim Goose. Pilgrim geese are relatively quiet, lightweight geese that are one of the only auto-sexing breeds of geese in the UK. The eyes of mature birds are blue in the male and brown in the female. Adult ganders are almost pure white with a little grey feathering on their wings, backs and tail feathers. The geese are a light grey color. Their heads are trim, the crowns are often slightly flattened, and the necks are average in length and thickness. Their bodies are full and plump, with a smooth breast. In another surprising historical use of geese, the first golf balls were stuffed with goose feathers. These balls were handmade and extremely expensive. Number 7. Roman Tufted Goose. The Roman Tufted Goose is a lighter boned variety that weighs between 10 and 12 pounds. Its plumage is usually white and it has a small tuft on the top of its head. Its eyes are blue, the legs are reddish-orange, and the bill is pinkish with a white bean. Tufts or crests often appear in Roman geese. Both males and females look alike, although males may be slightly larger. Sometimes DNA sexing is necessary to identify the gender. European geese are descended from wild grey geese, which are short-necked, round-bodied birds. Asiatic geese, the breeds now known as African and Chinese, are descended from the swan goose and have long, graceful necks and a distinct bump on their beaks. Still need to see more beautiful animals? Check out the link to our playlist in the description below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in our next video.